Welcome to Veterinary Entomology Ento 208 Online. My name is Dr. Brundage, and I'm going to be your professor for this semester. Now, veterinary entomology is an overview of entomology with a special emphasis on those insects that affect animals. Many of you are going to be applying to vet school or working with animals in some way. A lot of you will be going into animal husbandry or animal management, working on ranches, and some of you may just be working with your own pets. But what I wanted to do was to give you a good idea of the types of insects you will encounter in your various careers and personal lives. Now, first things first. Since you are my online lecture section, I wanted to introduce myself a little bit so you have an idea of who will be talking at you for the rest of this semester. So you're going to have my voice in your ear a little bit. I just wanted to make sure you were able to put a face to this voice. So this is me. Once again, my name is Dr. Brundage. Here I am in Ecuador. I'm the faculty advisor for Alternative Spring Break. This was our trip last year or so, where we went to Ecuador to work with school children to help them learn English from native English speakers. I'm also a forensic entomologist, so I do a lot of training in how to collect insects from dead bodies. Here I am doing my summer workshop at the Body Farm at Texas State University, where I was teaching a bunch of law enforcement professionals and forensic students how to collect insects and do a time of colonization estimation. Just a view from my house. How pretty is that? Here's my office. If you want to come and speak with me in person, my office is on West Campus in the Minibel Heat Building. You can get the exact location on Canvas. So you can come and visit me at any point when my door is open. And here I am pretending to take an online class. I'm actually enrolled in this online class right there. So, of course, I'm super listening by playing Fallout and Animal Crossing at the same time. It was a really boring lecture. All right, so this is me. Now you know what I look like in case you run into me on campus. I also run a couple of study abroads, and I travel a lot when it's not a year of pandemic. So here I am several years ago in London. This was my study abroad crew in Trinidad. We run this every single year. The London one is my study abroad when we go to the UK, specifically Lincoln. That's our lab forensic study abroad. This Trinidad study abroad is for field research. Here I am in Malaysia doing one of those fish pedicure things because it was awesome. Here I am in Costa Rica hanging out with my new snake buddy. And they had these berries that people used to use as lipstick, and one of my students decided to go around to everybody and do the Simba marking on its forehead. So good times. If you want to travel with me, there's plenty of opportunities. It's super fun. I do enjoy traveling quite a bit. Now, I am married. This is my husband, Dean. He is the part owner of Zeitman's Grocery in downtown Bryan. We also started the New Republic Brewing Company many years ago and then sold that so we could start the grocery. I'm introducing you to Dean because I've provided for you a whole bunch of video lessons that you'll be able to listen to throughout the course of the class. Now, I record these lessons at home. I have this super high-tech studio. It's my closet. I just sit in my closet with a video camera and my microphone. Super high tech. And since I spend a lot of time in there recording these lessons, when Dean comes home, he works long hours, but when he comes home, sometimes he'll come home right in the middle of me recording. And you might hear him come in at some point, yell hello faintly in the background, something like that. And I think once he just scares the ever-living crap out of me. So I'm recording these lectures and he snuck in very quietly, opened the door and kissed me on the top of my head. And I screamed. It was terrifying. So I think I cut out all the screams, but you might be able to hear me sort of start to scream. So since you might hear him come in, I wanted to know who you were hearing. Wanted you to know who you were hearing there. So here he is. He'll be in downtown Bryan most of the time if you ever want to go say hi. Now, I do have 3 cats and I have 2 dogs. So I've got a lot of animals. So that handsome, beautiful kitten right here, this is one that you will hear in the background. He decided he wanted to become feral. So that's pretty great. So I don't really count him among my cats. He's our old boy. He's 15 years old. He moved in with the feral cat colony that the nice neighbor next door manages. But every once in a while, you'll hear him in the background just screaming because he's a big talker. He's not hurt or anything. He's just annoyed that it's raining or snowing or too hot or whatever. He's just an old man. This is the newest kitten. This is Cricket. So Cricket, I adopted about a year ago. She was a result because I was working a nasty case. I work a lot of casework when it comes to animals. I do a lot of pro bono work for the ASPCA. I worked a really nasty case where there was a backyard breeding situation for dogs, and the people just let a bunch of dogs starve to death in kennels. I had to work that case and make sure those people got jail time, which they did, because that is animal cruelty and wrong. But sometimes these cases super upset me. And so this particular case was really, really bad. And I was so upset that I went and adopted a kitten because I was going to save somebody. Dang it. So yeah, that's Cricket. That's how she came to be. She's adorable and kind of a diva. So you might hear her wandering in or scratching at the door or biting my feet. There's one point during the lessons when she was hiding up top of my closet and I didn't notice. And she was there for a good hour and a half before she decided to jump on me in the middle of me talking. That was terrifying. So you might hear me scream about that, or hear me try to talk through when she's attacking my hand or my foot she wanted to play, whatever. This here is Mew. Mew is an adopted kitten that we got when his owner decided to move back to London and was just going to give him up, so we kept him. You can see Mew and Cricket cuddling right there. Mew does not like a closed door, so you might hear some scratching in the background or something of that nature. That's him trying to get in or tell me to open the door to the closet to my recording studio. Finally, this is Hobo. We found him when he was just a couple of weeks old, out in the middle of nowhere. He'd been abandoned by his mom. He had a big old broken tail and was starving and all that sort of stuff. So we brought him in, and here he is discovering the Christmas tree for the first time. Very exciting. Here he is eating fish food because he's weird. He also likes hanging out in the rain. I don't know about him. Now, the other couple of things that I have are my dogs. These are my babies. These are my hearts. So these two were dumped with their mom and the rest of their litter mates on the side of a highway a couple of years back. And I adopted these two. The one with the eye patch is Captain Hook. He's got an eye patch. He's got little spots on his earrings, and he's also very, very adventurous, and he loves getting into trouble, so he's a pirate. The second one, this is TikTok. Now, he's named TikTok because TikTok is the name of that crocodile that always follows Captain Hook around in the stories. And TikTok will follow Captain Hook around. TikTok is a homebody. He just wants to be loved, and he just wants to eat. That's pretty much it. So every once in a while you'll hear barking in the background or a jingle of tags or something like that. It's one of these two. They're my babies. So these are all my animals. Now I've done my best to edit out some of the major interruptions that they might have had during when I was talking to you, but there's no guarantee that you won't hear them in the background. So if you hear barking or you hear jingling or you hear me sort of get a little distracted, Captain Hook especially likes hanging out outside and staring at me through windows if I'm not paying enough attention to him. So you might hear that. So this is what you're hearing. My cats and my dogs, everything like that. I mean, look how adorable they were. Oh, they're still adorable. Look at them. Dear Lord. Okay. So just so you know what's going on in the background, that's that. So that's a little bit about me. Now you can put a face to a voice and a face to all the meows and scratches and barks and stuff that you hear in the background, and we'll get to know each other pretty well this semester. Here's to a great semester. Let me know if you have any questions.